source from Zata in Southern Tigrai, on position of anonymity, says teachers and students in the area are being forced to use only Amharic language in the education system and are being beaten and taunted for using their native language, Tigrinya. Our source also noted that many students are dropping out and schools are being shut down due to this.
ቋንቋ ትግርኛ በመቀየር ኣብ ስርዓተ ትምህርቲ ካብ ሕዚ ጀሚርኩም ኣምሓርኛ እንትመሃሩ ብዝብል ብዙሓት
Amhara forces are forcing residents to use only Amharic language in the education system, especially in the vicinity of Zata. Many students have disobeyed and said they want to learn using their native language, Tigrinya. Just because they said that, many were beaten in hard, some managed to escape, and now the school is closed. In Quorum, they have brought a document called the new curriculum and have trained the teachers for 3 days. The main aim of the training is to make Amharic the only language in the teaching-learning process. They have warned the teachers to use only Amharic to teach their students. When the teachers went to the schools and tried to teach in Amharic, they are receiving resistance from the students, especially in first schools. Due to this, many students are dropping out.
Our source also says that the officials in the area are forcing residents to change their identity and use Amharic to communicate with each other.
They are forcing residents to change their identity, accusing them of supporting Tigrayans while they live in the land of Amhara. They are forcing the youngsters to speak and communicate in Amharic. The people are forced to endure all of this because of their identity.
Our source also cautioned that despite the withdrawal of some of the Amhara Special Forces, ethnic Amhara officials and members of the Ethiopian National Defense Forces are looting, taunting, and forcing civil servants to hand over their salaries as they were paid by the interim administration of Tigray, which they call an illegal government.
ወረዳ ዛታ ዘለው ናይ መንግስት ሰራሕተኛታት መንግስት ትግራይ ናይ 3-4 ወርሕ እናበለ ዝኸፍሎም ዘሎ ካብ ኣምፅሖም እዚ ሕገወጥ ገንዘብ እዩ.
Civil servants in the vicinity of Zata are being threatened to hand over their 3 months' worth of salary to the police in the area as they received it from the interim government of Tigray. They are telling the civil servants that the interim government is illegal. Even if some of the Amhara Special Forces have withdrawn from the area, ethnic Amhara officials and members of the Ethiopian National Defense Forces in unison are looting and taunting Tigrayans. Last night, they were loading a truck with several looted items, including doors. They also took a transformer from Hugumberda.
Our source calls on the interim administration of Tigray and other concerned bodies to work closely in giving them a solution, as Tigrayan residents in the areas neighboring to the Amhara region continue to suffer under the hands of external forces despite the peace agreement.
They have continued to inflict a severe harm on civilians. The government of Tigray needs to work with other concerned bodies to solve this problem.